up, guys? My name is McAdams. I'm the main tank and an officer in Roulette on US Sargeras, and today I'm going to talk about how to solo tank Mythic Za'qul as a Brewmaster Monk. In my guild, we do the speed strat, so we do 1 tank, 3 healers, and 16 DPS. Each kill takes a little bit over 5 minutes, and for me, the fight's really all about ad control. Assuming I call tentacles correctly, I get the boss in the pools, and I keep all the ads grouped up, the kills usually go pretty smoothly, as long as everybody else is doing their job as well. For minors, I do Conflict and Strife, Null Barrier, and for my major, I do Crucible. You can also take Conflict and Strife Major, which gives you Hot Chub. It'll do a lot of damage, but I prefer Crucible to help keep the ads in check. Also, at this point in the tier, when we're doing re-clears, I like to gear fully offensively, full DPS trinkets, Benthic, you name it. Not a lot to talk about for this first part of the fight. We sort of just burn quickly as we can down to 85% to get to the Fear Realm. I drag the boss to this side of the room, I turn him away from everybody so they're on his side, and now we're just sort of waiting for the first dread to come out. We have double HPAL and a Disc Priest, so our first cooldown is a Devo. Right here we get our first set of Summoners. I position the boss on top of the pool, just so we can get some cleave on top of the Summoner and Vision as soon as they come out. I pick up the Vision, and now I'm getting ready to watch where the tentacles are going. First set of tentacle spawns. It's a very slight movement towards Star just to make sure everybody's safe from the third tentacle, so I call that out and we make the adjustment. At this point we got 2 visions to deal with, so I taunt one of them and I crucible the other one to pick up aggro. Now here, instead of going to the pool, I bring Za'qul to the second summoner instead. There's so much time in the pool left, and Za'qul's going to cast Mind Tether anyway, which will make him stop moving, so there's no point in trying to rush over to that pool. You have plenty of time to get to that second summoner, get a cleave down, and then bring Za'qul to the pool. Now that Za'qul's in the pool, you can kill the third summoner and get ready to dodge the second set of tentacles. We dodge the tentacles, Manifest Nightmare comes out, and now we're just pushing down to 70%. There's a very delicate timing here where you can actually skip the second dread by pushing him to 70% during the cast. We do it, but you always want to pop your raid DR just in case you miss the timing. Here we have the first set of Deliriums. We also skip the tentacles too, so I'm not really worried about the position of the boss. After the Mind Tether, Za'qul fires a projectile across the room, which will show you where the next pool is going to spawn. We drop a Wind Rush Totem, and I like to get there ASAP and Zen-Med the first hit so the person tethered to me doesn't take any damage. Here I pick up the 2 new ads, and there's a really nasty tentacle overlap that you can't really avoid. You just have to pray to RNGs it doesn't spawn right on top of you. I look around, and guess what? The first tentacle is right on top of us. To make matters worse, there's a Manifest Nightmare pool right here too, which makes me point the boss in a shitty direction. We lose 2 people, it sucks, but it's alright. The Deliriums get to their spots, and we continue with the fight anyway. Now that Delirium Group 2 is done, I bring the boss to the center of the room and get ready for the Manic Dread. Here, we just do a loose spread and burn the boss. 2 new ads spawn, and I pick both of them up. Also, you can't generate threat on the ads until about 3 seconds after they spawn, which is really annoying, so don't cast your taunt too early. Here comes the first Manic, everyone's in a loose spread, and they top themselves off with their health stones and their health pots. We get the eyes, we get the second set of summoners, and now it's time to go down. I call which pool we're going to go down on, in this case it's Circle, and the raid gets ready to go down. Alright, as a solo tank, this is where the fight gets intense. As your raid nukes the first summoner, you want to get ready to dodge the tentacles. Also, you need to be watching where the pool goes. You have to dodge that first set of tentacles while also being able to make it to the pool in time. I get an amazing spawn here, which puts the pool right on top of a second summoner, and it lets us dodge the tentacles at the same exact time. During this phase, there's a shit ton of ads, so you need to make sure that your raid is stacked up on top of the boss at all times. Every time you move the boss, make sure you're calling out, everybody stack up on me, stack up on the boss. It's imperative that your guild stays with you this entire phase. Here we're just burning the boss and dodging the second set of tentacles. Now with the Psychotic Split, you're going to have the Split hitting you, Za'qul hitting you, and all the ads, so you're going to want to call for an external. I held off on it for a little bit, but eventually I do call for a sack. We kill both splits, we pop Devo, drop our Darkness, and get ready for the Manic Dread. We did the split, we did the dread, now I bring over Za'qul to the pool and it's a straight burn from here on out. We pop Lust and there's one more shitty overlap with tentacles in the pool that's kinda hard to avoid, but luckily this time we get a good spawn. Now that the people in Delirium are starting to pop out, we send up a healer to dispel them and kill the last summoner. After killing the last summoner, there's one set of tentacles between us and killing the boss. We get a good spawn and then we straight burn. It's a little close, but we get there. We have a couple ults, a guy dead for most of the fight, and we still down Za'qul in less than 5.5 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Happy raiding!